If you'd known me 4 years ago, you would never have believed that I'd be able to stand here and do something like this. I had extremely low self-esteem. I slut-shamed, I told rape jokes, and I was in the closet to everyone but my closest of friends. All because I'd been inundated by toxic messages sent down from the media on high that told me that I, as a queer young girl, was ugly, sinful, and powerless. I didn't learn that those messages were about as valuable as a $2 steak until I became more politically active in the 8th grade. Fighting against the Keystone XL Pipeline helped me to cultivate both my skills as an activist and also a strong identity outside of what society told me that I should be. The feminist and lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer communities online did the rest, helping me to connect not only with the world at large, but more importantly with myself. My story is not an uncommon one. My best friend at Millard South started off her freshman year as awkward and insecure. Today, she's the president of Millard South's Gay Straight Alliance and is the editor-in-chief of our school newspaper. We're both transformed by empowering ourselves and getting in touch with the social justice movements. We have so much power, literally, in our hands. We are a generation defined by new technologies and social media. Sites like Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook help us to connect with a world that we may not be able to see with our own eyes. They provide us with faster, more efficient ways to communicate with people in our communities and also around the world. For instance, Millard South's Gay Straight Alliance has a Facebook page where both current and alumni members post information about educational opportunities, workshops, and special events for LGBTQ kids. Also, the Environmental Club has a Facebook page where members post opinions, articles, and gatherings for each other. Peer discussions, not adult lecturers, are the best ways for us to obtain new information because we have someone talking with us, not at us. We have to talk to each other in order to empower each other. That means talking about causes that are important to you, be it lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer rights, environmental regulations, minimum wages, and human rights. Talk about them with your friends, blog about them, and start groups in your communities for those who care about the same issues. At Millard South, we have a Redefining Beautiful, which promotes body positivity, self-confidence, and fosters intelligent conversations about societal norms and gender roles. Those kinds of clubs help us meet friends who aren't bored to tears by our angry rants, and also teach us to talk to people who were bored by our rants before. 2 must-haves in any social movement: self-efficacy, political literacy. Self-efficacy is the confidence that comes with consciousness. Political literacy is the ability to look at a news article about politics and understand what it's saying, know the people involved, know the issues involved, know the connotations surrounding them. And with political literacy comes the power of informed voting, which is one of the most important ways for you to empower yourself in today's society. But unfortunately, the turnout in the May 2014 primary election was less than 1/3 of registered voters. Why was the voter turnout so low? It's because we don't believe that our vote, our voice, can make a difference. And it's a concept that we've learned early. If every person who thought that way had 2 people to convince them otherwise, maybe the elections would have turned out differently. Many of the people in this room will be able to vote in the 2016 election. The reason why elected officials may not necessarily represent the interests of young people is because we didn't elect them in the first place. 66% of voters in the 2012 national election were adults over the age of 30. That's why it's important to foster political literacy in teens and young adults. It's important for us to understand that we have so much power being involved in the political process. People want to hear what you have to say. It's just a matter of proving how much you want to say it. Because change doesn't happen unless there are people like us out there calling for it. Thank you.